have incoming. Stay alert.
Rocket launch detected. Drones, push forward. Grid square Delta 4.
The night sky over eastern Ukraine often flashes with light that is neither lightning nor sunrise. It is the glow of rockets, the streak of drones, the thunder of artillery, modern war written in fire. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, Ukraine has fought not just with courage, but with an evolving arsenal drawn from its own stockpiles, captured Russian equipment, and an unprecedented flow of Western military aid. Each weapon on the battlefield tells a story of survival, adaptation, and resistance. Below is a comprehensive look at the major categories of weapons Ukraine has used against Russia. Infantry weapons, the backbone of defense at the most personal level of war. Ukrainian soldiers rely on small arms. Anti-tank weapons have been especially critical. The American FGM-148 Javelin and British Swedish NLAW became symbols of Ukraine's early resistance. These fire-and-forget missiles allowed small teams to destroy Russian tanks from concealed positions. Ukraine also uses older systems such as the RPG-7, but Western anti-armor weapons proved decisive in blunting armored assaults around Kyiv. Artillery remains the dominant killer in this conflict. Ukraine fields Soviet-era systems such as the D-30 howitzer, 2S-1 Gvozdika and 2S-3 Acacia, firing 122mm and 152mm shells. These were later supplemented with NATO standard artillery like the M777 155mm howitzer, French Caesar, Polish Crab, and German PZH-2000. Ukraine used them to destroy Russian supply depots, bridges, and headquarters far behind the front lines, disrupting logistics and morale. Ukraine also employs Soviet-designed systems such as BM-21 Grad, BM-27 Uragan, and BM-30 Smerch, which saturate wide areas with rockets. Ukraine's tank fleet originally consisted of Soviet designs like the T-64, T-72, and T-80. Many were upgraded with improved armor and electronics. Over time, Ukraine also captured and repurposed Russian tanks abandoned on the battlefield. Commercial quadcopters modified to drop grenades, conduct reconnaissance, or guide artillery are now standard on the front. Perhaps most notable are FPV first-person view kamikaze drones, cheap but lethal, used to destroy tanks, bunkers, and personnel with precision at a fraction of the cost of traditional missiles. Despite having a much smaller navy, Ukraine challenged Russian dominance in the Black Sea using missiles and drones. The Ukrainian-designed Neptune anti-ship missile famously sank the Russian flagship Moskva in 2022, delivering a psychological and strategic blow. Ukraine also deployed maritime drones and manned explosive boats to attack warships and ports in its sea. These innovations forced Russia to pull much of its fleet away from Ukrainian waters, reopening shipping lanes critical for Ukraine's grain exports, electronic warfare and cyber tools beyond physical weapons. Ukraine has waged a high-tech struggle using electronic warfare and cyber operations. Jamming equipment disrupts Russian drones, GPS signals, and communications. Cyber units target logistics networks, propaganda outlets, and military infrastructure, turning information itself into a battlefield, a war of adaptation. Ukraine's arsenal is not defined by a single superweapon, but by constant adaptation. Old Soviet guns fight beside cutting-edge Western missiles. Homemade drones operate alongside billion-dollar air defense systems. Each weapon serves a purpose in a broader strategy: to deny Russia easy victories, to protect civilians, and to reclaim occupied land. This war has shown that modern conflict is no longer just about numbers or raw firepower. It is about precision, innovation, and the will to use every available tool, in the skies, on the ground, at sea, and in cyberspace. Ukraine has turned its diverse arsenal into a symbol of resistance, proving that, even against a larger enemy, a nation armed with technology, strategy, and determination can change the course of war.